gentlemen. So, last time we left, I had. Okay. I gotta check that. Okay, it's reminding me about tomorrow. It's like I swear I don't have anything today. Okay. Last time we left, we were thinking that I wasn't gonna make the actual camera attachment that goes into this shoe mount. But I've done some thinking, some research, and I believe we have changed our mind. I have to pull up the right website though. I think the biggest inspiration we are going to get is this one. This is pretty much exactly what we were going to do originally. So let me open this up. You know, a screw, and then we put this on top. But for some reason, this makes it seem easier. Stop. Because, why was it? Well, one reason I didn't just want to buy the hardware, because it was like $6. I was like, I can print this for like $2. That's one thing. Right now, I think we can do this where it only costs like one bolt. Because if we can just make this assembly or just steal his assembly, which I believe I could do, but I think we're not going to just for the sake of a learning experience. Then we can just get. Let's just go with. It doesn't just have one of these balls. Either if we just sync, let me pull up my Epic pen. Also, am I even on the right? We are good. Make sure I was on the right scene so you can see what I was doing, since I do accidentally have on the wrong scene all the goddamn time. Epic pen is opening up. Also, guys, I finally got my desk camera. I got my setup pretty much solid. This camera, I've been like juggling things around, trying to figure out how to get it to exactly what I wanted. And the problem was this camera's color temperature was wrong, so I'd like set it manually. And I was like, well, that makes it very useless, except because you know the light outside is changing all the time. There's like sun coming in. The light temperature will whack all the time. But also the quality was a bit off, a bunch of stuff. But I was able to download an update. Okay. Either way, so my thought is we can just have a nut that is held captive in the plastic here, and then it'll, rise up out of the ball and have threading available. And I was also thinking we could have like a cap here, because we don't like just falling out, and the cap could have, if this is where it's held captive. And I was thinking of doing it like, since it's probably going to print this way up, I was thinking of just having a taper here. I don't think that would mess it up, like where the, I don't think it would mess up where the bolt would sit, and then it would, make printing easy. But I was thinking we could have a little cap here that, I don't know, clicks in somehow, and then didn't go all the way to one of these edges. So you can just go in there with like a flathead screwdriver and pry it off if you needed to get to the nut or bolt, which I don't think you would. Either way, this is what we are going off of. We're gonna figure out how to do screws, I guess, right now is the game plan. Yeah, but I looked up a bunch of different things. This one, I really liked the simplicity, but I don't think we can use it because it's using a Raspberry Pi camera, and that's just super light. This one literally is just the, I keep thinking friction, and then I thought torque, but it's just the springiness of the plastic just pushing down, so it just like clips over this ball and stays, which I love the simplicity so much, but I'm going to be putting heavier things on it, so it wasn't the go-to. This one, I had a bunch more open. This one had one bolt here, and I was like, that is more than I want. I want it to be as simple as possible. So we're just going, but I didn't want it to be a. Did we lose our original? Might have. I'll have to pull that up in a second. Ultimate Mystery. This one. Okay. We'll just have one bolt. We're not going to have these screws either. Where he has this plate that is screwable in, that will just be our hot plate. Or our shoe mount, you know. I should probably pull up my caddy because I know he's ever going to mess with. Okay. So, yeah. The plan is... The other thing I liked about this is it didn't have the taper. My original picture, I was like, the only way this works is if I have a taper so that it, like, cinches down on it. But this guy, I don't know if it'll let me open with taped through the shortcut. It will, epic. This guy instead has, we're just going to redraw the whole thing. Sure, with straight lines. Okay, straight lines that aren't so fucking thick. Oh, there we go, 1 pixel. So we would have this be indeterminately like cut off. Obviously not past the halfway point, but it could be like anywhere from here to like here really. Depending on how flexible the print is the limiting factor. Actually, let me pull up this thing for reference again. Like this, I really like this design. So it uses straight threading and then this little lip here, and that lip will make the top half of this circle and push it down, which means this ball, like the socket, can literally be exactly how big our socket is. I don't need to like be messing with too much tolerances. I probably still will have to, but this will essentially be exactly how big it needs to be, and this will just be a regular thread, which I feel like would be much easier to code, to model up, that is. Perfect. And then this cap, we're just going to draw it for the sake of our sketches. Bring that out a little bit. We'll have the same thing that we drew on the other side. I'm just going to draw it separately. Plus this lip. Lip won't go out. It doesn't even need to be a lip. It could be flat. It could be flat right here. And that would still just push the ball into all of the other, like this material into this material, and you know, cross friction. And it was just a really, like, I was overcomplicating it, which is probably good for like modeling practice, but not good for in totality. So let's erase this ball on the inside real quick. Multiple clicks in case I mess up, so I can just undo one of them. Mess up a team. Okay. Don't know why. Oh, I drew that so that you'd know it was separated. That was the other thing that this guy did. I think the example that I had in person, maybe I should just add notes, because maybe there was more than one separation here. But this guy made me realize I can segment it a lot. I can just do whatever the fuck I want to do to it. Which is what opened my mind to this possibility more. Because not only do I not have to do the weird taper, which would be hard. The way the ball goes in, because on my original over here, I think the ball was supposed to go in loose, and then this taper was supposed to cinch the side down on the ball, which is cool and dandy but unnecessary. And that literally means, because these curves will be different, there won't be as much contact. But if our ball is literally the same size as the socket we print, there's obviously going to be max amount of contact. So my idea was we can make as many segments of these as we want, and we can change how flexible they are, because the ball will need to like pop past this this slight curve here, become more like semi-captive, and so to manage that, we can literally change how connected they are at this bottom part here, because if we have it like this square, it's going to be pretty stiff. If we cut it off a little bit, less connection, it'll be less stiff, and so on and so forth. We can literally just print off one of these like segments and see how stiff it is and change it. Now there is a possibility of like, you know, the plastic being brittle, but I think this is such a low tolerance, a low bend, that it won't matter. That's my theory. But yeah, that's the game plan. So it's pretty much time to find out how to model a screw. I thought that was to put this away. Maybe it's eyeball. Okay. So in body, I'm looking for I don't think I deleted my section that slid in here. I had started on that. This just shows the chances. But I thought we did make a new component. But maybe you had to like save to find it. I'm just gonna open literally every one of these. You know, I'm just not seeing it. We were working on this. I forgot about this. I don't think I can get inserts from mounts, but this is we actually probably won't need this anymore. This is for our old webcam that we just had on there, because I could just point it at the my mouse. But our new webcam, for the purposes of modeling and doing cool stuff, is 4K, and we can. I'm gonna make a duplicate so I don't mess up. Okay. Where this is located. We can zoom and enhance without much quality loss. So I can really be like, oh, I'm doing this. Like yesterday when I was, or last stream where I was like showing like the hot shoe and whatnot and the tolerances. I can just zoom in, and that would be epic. That's what we would love. So this is not that important anymore. If we don't have, you know, the component, then we don't have it. I'm just trying to see if there's anywhere I could have lost it. I mean, every folder is open. Every body is showing. This should, yeah, this is, I was like, this lines up that this is just the end of this build. It has nothing to do with the second one. Luckily this isn't, like the little square head is not something hard to model, but it is annoying that it was gone. So I was hopeful that I could keep them in the same file. But it appears not. So we're going to go to our sketch. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go to our sketch, edit sketch. Maybe leave the inspect menu. Just so we can see what our dimensions are. I'm fairly sure it's 1.8 by 1.8 by 0.2. 1.8, 1.8, finish sketch, and where is, oh, I have no measuring device to measure this area. Like there's no line there. Actually, if we edit this sketch, I believe, did I do this one separately? Oh no, that's for pulling out the tabs. Okay. Finish sketch. This sketch. Am I tripping balls? Are these sketch? Oh no. Okay, so there's one tab on each side. Yes, yes, we're figuring it out. We're going back in time. Gotta go back in time. I go back in time too many times. I wish escape would, like, if you hit it enough, would just go out of the sketch. Okay, there we go. We can see what we're doing. So this is 17. Yeah, this is 25 tall, so we make ours 0.2. So 1.8, 1.8, 2. So let's make file, new design, quarter 20 shoe socket mount. Something, I'm just thinking of the name. Quarter 20. What if we go a hot shoe? No, sorry, shoe to socket. I think we can change that later. It's not too important. And we will start a sketch on this bottom plane. Square from center. Go. And in millimeters, so 180. It's 18 millimeters. Try 18. Enter. Extrude. Okay, sketch. Pull. Make sure it's in the right direction. And just 2. I believe that looks too thick, but I think no, it's gotta be correct. Okay. We could, like, fillet some of these corners, but I don't think I'm just gonna leave this. And now we do need to see what the internal. Save again. We go forward in time now. Maybe. Finish sketch. Forward in time. But this internal is. I think I just have to look at our press pull. This will show how far I pulled this out, and then we can just subtract 2 of those from. I don't think I pulled them at the same time. Let's see. Just go back in time. Yeah, alright. Edit feature 25 millimeters. So is that just as tall as it is? Yeah, I made a square of it. Yeah, I did make a square of it. Okay. 25. Come back over here. We will make another sketch. Can I select the center? That's pretty cool if we can. do have to do some math really quick. So that's 180 minus 50, 130. 13. Yeah, this looks about right. Should we include some tolerances? Yes. So I'm just going to do 12 because that also makes it just a nice number. And finish sketch. I shouldn't need anything else. This is like working with the most amount of area we can. Like making it round would just give us less surface area. So I'm not going to do that. And then over here, I don't know exactly what this measurement is, but I mean, just based off looking and having our thing, our shoe, have it look good. I'm just gonna pull it up by, because this is in by 12. I'm just gonna pull up by 12. I think. Well, sorry. Centimeters now. What happened? Tell me that's 12 millimeters. Okay, 1.2. Yeah, it feels wrong. So it's gonna double it, so 24. So 2.4. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Gang shit. Blow my nose again. I tired myself out yesterday working. I think we're gonna do it again. Felt great last night though, in terms of energy level. My knees were feeling a bit more whack actually, which is not a good thing. But I think it's just because I have braces on my knees because they're busted. And I had to I have braces and compression sleeves because the braces are like strapped on with Velcro, and the Velcro is definitely failing. So I put originally I had compression sleeve and then brace over it, but the brace is just falling off. So I put the whole brace on and then the whole compression sleeve over it. Okay, done with that. One thing I was looking up but I could not find. My dad told me once in conversation that there are known ball sizes for these socket like what's it? Not architect, but I think of a word that just means it can move. I don't know what the word is. But I couldn't find it. When I look up ball and socket sizes, let's look it up again. I either found nothing or I found AI overview. Okay, this is actually good. I found a socket wrench. No, I was looking for the ratchet one. That's not the right sound, but you know what I mean. Okay. Does this show a reference? Ball options, OC mount. See, this is saying A size, B size, what? But I thought I opened this the other day and it didn't actually show me. Or maybe it's just because of B size 1 inch, C size 1.5 inch. So we're looking for A size since. What does it say? See, I don't think there's an easy way to look it up. Let's close this. So 9/16 inches is that. Let's pull up our measuring tape. Get some slight reference. We'll pull up the desk camera. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it. So the plate we just made was 12, 1.2 centimeters. So that's like this much. And then 9/16 inches is bigger. So Over here, it looks like generally gonna look like that, but I don't think that's gonna be too much of a problem. We will find out when we actually do some calculations of what 9/16 translates to. Let's close this other tab. Okay. 9/16. Look at it. 14.3 millimeters. Why was whatever it was popping up? Oops. Caps lock. I mean, we must be. Oh, my shift key is stuck. Man, I cleaned this keyboard and it didn't fucking help. I mean, it did help. There were a lot of the keys were sticking. And seems lesser than mine. 9/16. Okay, so it just rounds up. I guess we'll just go with 1.43. So we do need to do some mental math. You know, how big do we want the walls? The other thing I was thinking about personally, is we might need to have I might just already have an extension. No, I don't have an extension. I'm curious what this ball size is. The one that I already have. It's definitely less than an inch. It's definitely less than 9/16. There's got to be another. So, wait, 9/16 is just over a half inch, and this is just under. This size would be perfect, but I want to use a known size. Let's see what this motherfucking thing says. Oh my god. See, I think this is for more heavy duty stuff. 7/8 is more than an inch. But I don't know what to fucking look up. I have this problem often. I'm trying to find something mega specific. I mean, even when I was like on the Menards website, let's go to Menards and see if there's like a hardware section. So I was looking up quarter inch. I wanted to find a quarter-inch bolt, like an inch tall or something, and I couldn't fucking find it. Is there a hardware section? H is for hardware. Hardware. Fasteners and connectors. Utility hardware. No, back. Fasteners and connectors. Let's go with bolts. So what I would want is just this, since it has no cap or like no the hex bolt. Instantly like thinking of a good word and then immediately leaves my mind. The cap will be what touches the wall. You know, all these other ones, I mean, this one could work. This one wouldn't with our tape over there. This isn't going to help with finding the ball that I was looking for. I think they have little balls at the store. I wonder if I just looked at them. Quarter 20 ball stud. Okay, let's see how big this is. It looks like some of it might be from this is motorsports. See what Amazon has to say. Whew. says by 0.25 inches. What's that like? With B-size 1-inch ball. That checks out. I'm just pulling out all my stuff to look at again. I'll put them over here so you can see them. So this is our. It's super small, whatever. I don't think that would look too atrocious. I think it's just overkill for what we need to have a 1-inch ball. I think we'll just go 1/4 inch. I just want like a standard. I want this 1-inch ball. 1-inch ball. We'll just have to 9/16. I don't know. Like, is there a different standard for camera stuff and other stuff? This one's just too small, quite simply. I don't know why I get like weirdly tired and exhausted from talking during these streams recently. Normally I'm just like go on forever. I'm not lightheaded. What if we put ball as the camera? Let's see what pops up. Does this tell me what ball size it's using? Because it's definitely not an inch. I just want it to tell me that. That's all I want. That's all I wish for in life. 1-inch ball. 9/16 are literally half inch. So it sounds easy. 1-inch. Tell me size of the ball is. Nope. Okay. I gave up. We'll go with the 9/16. Okay, so let's just get back to this. I mean, we can change it later. I just get it set up right in this program. So the first thing we're going to do is sketch. I think I keep overthinking. I should just like start doing something from center. So it was 14.3. Just type in 14.3. That's how big our ball would be. And so far I'm really liking that in terms of. Let's double check the measurement. I was like, it can't be that easy. Okay, 14.3. That's right. So it'd be 14.3. I think we're just gonna make 2 circles just so I know what's happening. If I make this 18, so the wall thickness of our screw part would be 3.7 centimeters. Just trying to get a. That actually seems like, or it would be half of 3.7. So it's like 1.5-ish. Hold up my ball for reference again. I'm just thinking about how much it would need. I think we'll go a bit bigger. We'll just go like 20. I am thinking right now, which one's better, to err on the side of small or err on the side of big. If we err on the side of big, we can segment it more to make it flexible. Right now, the only thing I'm thinking of is like, will it be able to stand the durability of me like twisting a camera around it? And I think we're gonna have to err on the side of big. And that looks good. So, finish sketch, full surface. Select all of this. Okay, being the monkey. I think we're gonna undo. Sketch. Just like, yeah, Okay. So obviously this needs to be taller than 14.3. Do I want it to just be 20 like I have in the other direction? I might just start with that, because then we can cut off the top and mess with the tolerance that the ball will slip in there. That seems. Oh, we need to do half of that. I was like, that's way too big. Okay, well, that seems wrong too. Do we have to do like 3.14 of 20? Is that what's happening? I'm just trying to think. We did a diameter of 20. So it should be 20 this way. 20 this way. Oh, not what I meant to do. Redo, edits, put the 2 back in there. Yeah, no, I guess a ball would fit in that. So hit OK. Now I don't know how to make a ball in this. I feel like that would be like a boolean. I need like the opposite of a combine. I want to know how to make a ball. One thing I was thinking is we could use the like this, but like opposite. You know, like when you push pull through something, it deletes it. But when you push pull up into that, it extrudes it. I was thinking if we make a center line and then just make a circle, we can just hollow it out in there. I guess we could just see if that works. My feeling right now is that it wouldn't. So we're gonna just create a point on zip up and say finish sketch. And then we're gonna go from here and oh, I can't lock onto that, which is really fucking annoying. I mean, it's centered, so I mean it should be fine. I just don't like that. Also, a lot of funky measurements are coming together. It looks like this is 0.2, this is 0.25. Make it square with this. Is this even square? You know, like measure that ish. This is about 3. This is 2.5. We'll change that later. I shouldn't be messing with that. Okay, I need our sketch to be attached to the top of this because otherwise, sketch this direction from that point. Yeah, I don't think so. How do I hollow out a ball? I might just need to look it up and like directly. Oh my gosh. I don't know what time is that save button. Now, I'm not seeing anything obvious. I guess we could make a hole and then like just a regular cylinder and then build the we could drill a cylinder into it and then build in this material back. But that sounds a little obtuse. Um, question is it obtuse? As long as it's editable in the end, I don't think so. So let's run it, I guess. Create sketch on this face, circle from center, 14.3, enter, and then we will finish sketch, extrude downward. Now this one we do have to feel it out because obviously we won't need all of this, plastic here. I'm just thinking right now. I think we're gonna make this so we have like a framework to have a ball socket. But the way our camera setup is gonna be, I think I brought it up in the sketch. I did.